This is a slippery slope. The biggest misconception we see, particularly with our clients, is this treating AI like a traditional software or a traditional tool that the expectation is you turn it on and it starts to produce ROI. We believe AI is a mindset. It's a movement. It's a behavioral change. So it takes time to get to that ROI. It's a very lasting, sustainable type of ROI, but it does take time. And early on, the ROI kind of shows up in errors reduced, very, very small micro minutes saved every day, or even like decisions accelerated because you now have a lot of data, a lot of research right in front of you at your fingertips. So not immediate revenue impact or cost impact. That is the big misconception I see is, so when can we start saving money? Well, it's a journey and it's more behavioral than just buying a tool. Yeah, we kind of kick off with our clients with where do they see the most friction? Like where there is business friction, not so much technology. Where are people stuck? Where are people doing the same thing every day? It's error prone. Where is time sort of leaking out? Not so much big time chunks, but there are time leaks. Are decisions being delayed because they're waiting for information from 5 different spreadsheets to come through, 5 different applications to come through? So we kind of start there because those are easier. People, if they don't like doing something every day, more prone to kind of giving it up and saying, okay, I don't like doing this, go from this spreadsheet to that spreadsheet to this application, and I triple enter my information and triple enter my time. So those are usually the places we start to attack right away because it can bring immediate impact to the person that does it, makes that person a believer, and also starts to get the proof of concept going. If the data isn't clean, if access to these applications isn't governed, or just employees aren't trained, or we don't have buy-in from the employees, it's too early to expect ROI. In the application and the platform that we launched to our clients called Secure AI, a big part of that is leadership kind of developing the narrative and getting everybody to buy into that idea of, look, we're not here to lay off people. No one's going to lose their jobs, but we all want to be AI enabled and AI trained. That's the initiative here. That's the movement here. And that it's not just a one time. Like every week, the leadership team has to be saying the same thing and actually believing in it and doing it themselves. One of our clients got certified on our AI platform, actually posted on LinkedIn, hey, look, I'm the CEO, but I got certified on this, and you can too. So those kinds of messaging becomes very, very important early on. We set expectations up front. First 90 days is just enablement and adoption. There's no financial payback. Then the next 90 days, you work on minimum viable agents. Proof of concept, you're still trying to get the people to look at the value and see the value. And then eventually, 6 to 9 months into the program, that's when you start to see the flywheel effect. It's everybody building agents because they can on this platform. It's a no-code platform that they can go build agents by just creating workflows, and they're using it every day. And then another team picks up that agent and enhances it. And that's the flywheel effect. That's the behavioral aspect of AI. And truly believe that that's what AI is all about. It's not a tool, not technology, not software. It's a movement, it's behavior, it's a system. That's a very important thing, is consistency and discipline, kind of staying the course. There may be some small disruptions and not make it the flavor of the month. It has to be a part of the DNA that we are going to be an AI enabled company, an AI trained company. So we're going to stay the course. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but we're just going to come out on the other side. And that kind of discipline, that kind of true grit from the leadership side is very important to true AI adoption in businesses. The first thing when you talk to clients about AI, right, they think of 2 things to attack first. Number 1, how do we reduce cost? And number 2, can it be sales facing or can it be customer facing? What can I do that's customer facing? And we always say that those are actually more mature agents. You don't actually start there. You start with very simple, small, research-oriented use cases. Things like sales team, they're preparing for a meeting. How about we bring all the information together on this prospect that they either wouldn't research, show up unprepared, or would do minimal research last minute? How about we bring all of that together into an AI use case agent that takes the client's name and matches it to your products, your services, your persona, your personality, the company's culture, and maps it to this potential opportunities, service areas, personality, the target person that you're meeting, their own persona, and bring all of that information together prepared and delivered to your mailbox. That's a very simple agent that's oftentimes overlooked, but the power of being prepared in a sales meeting is enormous. So that's one area. Drafting proposals. A lot of people, sales coordinators, sales agents, are always busy drafting proposals, and how about we create agents that they're now responsible for reviewing what's being drafted and sort of certifying that, okay, this is good to go. But 80% of that work could be done by an AI agent when you feed the template, the criteria that goes into preparing something like that. HR policy manual, onboarding manual, those are overlooked areas. As simple as, I feed the financial spreadsheet, the financial statements, and provide a narrative so that I could write to my CEO or write to the board. Those are simple tools that can shave 30 minutes to an hour a month. If you're doing this as a CFO, if you're doing this once a month, it saves 30 minutes to an hour of your time. You very quickly start to believe in it. So those are simple areas of use cases that oftentimes can be overlooked.